Our next speaker is one of Asia's leading voices in the global arena of environmental law. His work is internationally known for establishing in the highest court of law the principle that humanity has a responsibility to ensure that future generations will continue to have the necessary life sources of land, air, and water. This is now known as a principle of intergenerational responsibility. His enforcement work ranges from being an environmental litigation in the courts of law to being an actual enforcement filed operative. He organized and led some of the most daring enforcement operations against environmental crime syndicates in the Philippines, feats that earned him the prestigious TOYM Award, or the Outstanding Young Man of the Philippines. He also received the highest United Nations Award in the field of the environment, the UNEP Global Roll of Honor. Recently, he was the first Asian to receive the prestigious International Environmental Law Award from the Washington, D.C.-based Center for International Environmental Law. Attorney Oposa is the author of 2 internationally acclaimed books on the environment, a story and picture book entitled The Laws of Nature and Other Stories, and an authoritative compendium entitled A Legal Arsenal for the Philippine Environment. He received his law degree from the University of the Philippines and earned his Master of Laws from the Harvard Law School, where he, a Filipino, was the commencement speaker of his graduating class. We are very pleased to have a man like Attorney Oposa to grace our forum and be one of our resource speakers on how to preserve the future through the law of nature. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the man recognized for his path-breaking and passionate crusade to engage Filipinos in acts of enlightened citizenship that maximize the power of the law to protect and nurture the environment for themselves, their children, and generations still to come. Let us all welcome a Ramon Magsaysay 2009 awardee, Attorney Antonio A. Oposa Jr.
It's almost 12. I see there are foreigners here. Those of you who are seated beside the foreigner, please translate what we have to say. Be the interpreter. This is a typical scene in the Philippines. It is tropical. Thank you very much for that introduction, Louis. You know, one of my best introductions, the day I was supposed to speak, they published my name in the newspaper with a picture, and I was very flattered until I saw that it was not in the front page, it was in that page. The idea is never take yourself seriously. But congratulations to your group. But instead of giving a lecture, I'm going to tell you stories. First, I will tell you the story of a rich man, then I will tell you the story of CPR economics and where you come in. And then I will tell you about the School of the Seas that I put up, which is an attempt to become the School of the Seas, which is an experiential learning center for sustainable living. Hindi po ako architect. PA lang ako, LLB at saka PA. LLB is libo-libong bola. At PA is parang architect. And I will show you and what we can do together. The UP, and then I conduct recitation. Do you know that guy? Do you know him? No. Ikaw?
No, sir.
Ikaw, ma'am? Yeah, lolo ko yan. Yeah, he was a rich man. At the age of 82 years old, he left me 10 million pesos when he died. He left me 10 million pesos. And said, well, you can spend the interest. The lawyer said, you can spend the interest, but don't spend the capital. So I deposited it in the bank. And then, the day after, withdraw ako ng 1 million. Ginastos ko good time dito sa Ross Boulevard noon. TV ko ito noon. And then, ubos. Sama ko mga barkada ko, sugal, mga kasino, ubos. The day after, another 1 million. The day after, another 1 million, ubos na naman. Until 9.5 days later. So what he accumulated in 82 years, I squandered in a matter of 9.5 days, almost 10 days. But that is not bad enough. What is even worse is that I go back to my accounting books and then I tell my accountant to record all my losses and all my expenses as income. Tama ba yan?
Siguro.
Yeah, you don't even have to be an architect to know that. Right? You don't even have to be a CPA. Of course, it is not. But my friends, is that what we are doing to the earth? The earth has taken 4.5 billion years to become what it is, and it is the only planet that contains life. Life that is made up of 3 basic elements: land, air, and water. LAW. Marunong ba kayo mag-spelling? No. Life has been around for about 600 million years in cellular, unicellular form, and then it evolved. Later on, human beings as we are said about 2,000, 100,000, 200,000 years ago. Human civilization only about 7,000 to 10,000 years ago. And the Industrial Revolution happened only 200 years ago. What is significant about the Industrial Revolution is that it started the era when we started spending the capital, when we started using these resources faster than the resources to replenish. We cut down the trees, then we call it income, we call it contribution to gross national product, we call it revenue. Uy, hindi ito pala yung aking idol, sir. Amin ako, sir. Babi man yung isa. We call it contribution to gross national product. Same thing with fish. We scrape the entire sea of everything it can give, and then we call it income. We call it contribution to gross national product. Yun ang kinahinatnan. Oh. So what's happening? And then we burn fossil fuels to light up, not only to light up, but to air condition our buildings. Ma'am, please stand up. You're probably 5'2", 5'3". Let's say you're 6 feet. Imagine, but we're air conditioning the entire. How tall is that? Ikaw, architect, ba? How tall is that? How high is the ceiling? We are only 6 feet at the most, but then we're air conditioning this whole facility. What is that called? Waste. Huh? Now. And all of these fossil fuels, we burn fossil fuels that took coal and oil, natural gas, that took millions and millions and millions of years. We take out in a matter of days, and then we burn it in a matter of seconds. And then we call it progress. We call it gross national product. Water. We use water, we use it up, and that which we cannot use, we dirty. And then we call it progress. Yan, sabi ng bata, ito ba yung papainom ng mga magulang sa akin? What is the environment? Sir, what is the environment, sir?
English, yes, UK.
What is the environment, sir?
It's what sustains us.
Very good. You, sir?
That's where we live.
Exactly. My friends, they say it is our natural surrounding. But my friends, when you say you're an environmentalist, it's as if you're green pea, you're a hippie. You are haba buhok, may ponytail, may hikaw. Diba? Process of life. Land, air, and water. The basic elements of life, without which there is no life. Land is where the land and the soil is the skin and the flesh of the earth. The trees and the forests are the lungs of the earth. And the seas and the rivers are the blood streams of the earth, of life. You pollute that, you dirty that, then you dirty life. And that is what makes the only planet known to us that's livable. Wala akong nakita nitong brilliant day. But look what do we do? What do we do? We take out, which is more valuable? A ring that is diamond encased in gold cost 1 million pesos, or a glass of water.